Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Welcome back. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, may I remind you once again that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness for us to proceed.
Mr. Ceesay, good afternoon.
Yeah, afternoon, ma'am.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
The Kanifing Municipal Council Fixed Asset Register is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/KC/KMC/012.
As the Commissioner places. Do I proceed, or you have questions?
Yes, you can proceed.
Do you have any other documents that you intend to rely on for any purpose? If not, we would seek to have you discharged until we need you again.
Yes, I don't have any documents with me to present as of now, but just 1 minute for me to wrap up. I want to thank the Commission members for giving...
Sorry, Mr. Ceesay, before you wrap up. This last exhibit, that is LGC/KC/KMC/012, it is correct that for all of it, except for let me give you this copy to take a look. For the asset register that you have given us, except for that one, which is highlighting very few vehicles that you have, and it did not indicate anywhere in this asset register that we have admitted any of your properties that you have. Is that correct?
No, I think there are properties listed there too.
This one?
Yes.
Please show me. In terms of the fleet of vehicles you maintain, is that an exhaustive list?
Yes. For that of the 2020.
No. Is it the comprehensive list you have?
No, for that
the
of
ones
the
in use, the ones that are not in use, everything.
No, not everything.
Not everything.
Yes.
So please note that and provide us a comprehensive list of everything that you have,
Yes.
whether it's in use or not in use.
This one.
You have said that the properties are in this one, but I haven't seen any. Is it here?
Yes, the properties names are there.
Okay. We'll look at it. When you come back, we'll check it.
Okay.
So also provide a comprehensive list of what you can lay hands on with respect to the assets you have.
Okay.
The fixed assets you have.
Okay.
Assets. Thank you, Council.
Okay, so I would like to thank you all for giving me the opportunities for the past 2 days to come here and then to serve as a witness. Madam Chair, councils are facing so many challenges.
We will give you time because you are coming back. You are bringing us the documents.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
It is for us to understand your problems.
Okay.
And we note in some of your statements in the resolutions, council resolutions,
Okay.
you've been trying to fight to get things done rightly.
Okay.
But you should also sit where you are sitting and tell us exactly the truth about the problems that you have and the issues that are not correct. So that at the end of the day, all of you will work together to correct what is wrong. Is that not
Okay,
the
thank you.
situation?
Yes.
We will give you time to talk about that.
Okay.
So thank you so much for coming. We will call you back.
Okay, thank you.
All right. You are discharged for the time. Council?
We have another witness.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Face that television. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. What is your religion?
Peter Mendy.
No, your religion.
My
Your religion. Your faith.
Christian.
Thank you. In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
Yes.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
In Wolof.
In Wolof. Can you speak into the mic so that everybody can hear you? Okay. Do you wish to swear by the Bible or make an affirmation?
Nam.
Do you wish to swear by the Bible or make an affirmation? The Bible. Okay. Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Bible. Okay. Hold the Bible. And then repeat after me. I, Peter Mendy,
Peter Mendy,
do swear that
swear that
I'll speak the truth.
shall speak the truth.
I will speak the truth,
I will speak the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to for us to proceed. Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mendy.
Good afternoon.
You are welcome.
Yes, it's on silent. Yeah.
Council, can we proceed?
Yes, Madam Chairperson, with the permission of the Commission, the Assistant Council will lead this witness.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Good afternoon, Mr. Mendy.
Good afternoon.
I'm good, thank you. Could you kindly please tell the Commission your names?
Mangi Tuda Peter Mendy.
Peter Mendy are my names.
Where do you live?
Kololi.
Kololi, I reside.
You're the ward councillor for Kololi since 2018 up to date?
Nena yaw ya neka Councilor Kololi depuis 2018 bente.
2018 by 2023.
23.
Wow.
As a ward councillor, what are your responsibilities?
Nena come sone ward committee yaw lan mo la waral wala lan moy sa liggéey.
Suñ liggéey as a councillor mooy ne to represent ga gox bi nga nekk sa diggante ak with the council anything concerning about li nga xamne sa digantel sen digantel ak nguur ga gi yono yo nga jotale ko o nga egale ko.
As a councillor, your tax you have the responsibility between your people and the council and the government.
And do you remember making a statement with the investigators of this commission?
Nena yo saboba mba danga fatale ko ne def nga fi ay statement si investigators yi.
Wow.
Yes, I do.
You'll be provided a copy of the statement. You can kindly go through it and confirm the contents of the
Nena
statement.
legi nañ la ko jox yow saboba nga dal di ko set nda boba la wala det.
Wow, bobu la.
Yes, this is the very statement.
You go by the contents of the statement?
Nena set nga kadu fa neka sa kadu lañ.
Wow.
Yes.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness, Mr. Peter Mendy, dated 11th day of September 2024, into evidence as an exhibit.
The witness statement dated the 28th of June. Oh, okay. No. The witness statement dated the 11th of September 2024, made by the witness, Mr. Peter Mendy, is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/PM/KMC/001.
As the commission pleases. Mr. Mendy, kindly take us through your educational background.
Nena legi nga dal du leral sa janga bi fu mu door ak fu mu em.
Wow, I attended St. Teresa's Primary from 1983 to 84. From 84, Madam St. Teresa's Secondary from 84 to 88. And then 88 to St. Augustine's to 91. St. Augustine's High.
Mr. Mendy, you opted to speak in Wolof.
Nena so bayo hel bi nga ñëwé fi ñu lay la bal laka nga bëgg laka yow ya sa bopa ya tana ne olof ngay laka.
Wow.
Yes.
So you were speaking in English, that's why the interpreter didn't interpret.
Nena so gisé man nopi parce que man luma war pour def yow lolu nga def li ta jaru ko ma wax nda angalé nga lakon so ñoo ñëp dégg nañ angalé.
Wow, bana.
But you have an option to change and speak the language you are most comfortable with.
Nena wa be legi des na ci yow de comme yow ya tana mun nga tana li nga bëgg rek so bëggé nga laka angalé so bëggé nga laka bo bëgga waye
You can go, why mu gëna go ahead with the English?
Yes, I can change. I can go ahead with English.
No, I'm not saying this because I want you to change. You
Nena,
have to change if you want to change. It's okay. It's okay. You can make a mistake by speaking English, but if you're most comfortable with the Wolof, we will go by the Wolof. The interpreter will interpret. But
Nena,
I'm just
ne-
letting you know, if you're speaking Wolof, when you speak, you have to wait for the interpreter to interpret. I understand you understand English.
Nena be legi mom yegg na ne dégg nga angalé wala ya ñu jëna dégg angalé sax nena waye be legi des na de ci yow so bëggé nga laka angalé so bëggé nga laka olof waye luñu jëna bëgga fi moy lakka bi nga tana bobu ngay dipen bobu nga nekk bobu nga wara wax.
Wow, dama gëna comfortable xeyna pour malaka lifen Wolof.
I'll be much comfortable to go ahead with the Wolof.
That's fine.
Nena lolu baax na.
Bana jërëjëf.
Sorry, just take us through, but well, what was your highest level of education?
Nena legi sa janga bi fan la em?
All levels.
All levels.
St. Augustine's
St. Augustine's
High School.
High School.
Okay. In your statement, you've stated that you've been providing development to your ward as they need it.
Nena yow ci sa statement bi amna li nga wax fofu nena yow ay yokkute yo xamne yu bari luy development yoy nga nekkon di def ci sa ward bi yi nga xamne dañ ko soxla.
Waaw muy dëgg.
Yes, that's the truth.
Briefly take us through those developments that you've done in your ward.
Nena legi luñu jëna bëgg moy pour nga minal ñu ay yokkute yi nga xamne yow sa bopa yobu nga ko fofu wala amna ci sa ci jamano ci sa ward bi.
Waaw si gàttal man development yi ma def foofu noonu bi ñun bi ñooy ñëw as a councilor.
To make it short, the developments that I carried out when we came as councillors.
ba ñëwee ci council bi daanaka dafa mel ni ki ñun bañ waatee ba door liggéey dafa mel ni ki daanaka council ci nakal tuwaati ci maanaam ñoom li gaay wax mooy ne dara nekkutoon foofu noonu.
Normally, when we came to council and we started after taking oath, what we were informed was that there wasn't any development as such.
But eventually, you've made some development at your ward.
Wow. Why sikatal dafa melni yow am nga ay yokkute yi nga xamne def nga ko ci sa ward bi.
Waaw fofu lay ñew ni da nga gis ne 2018 bi dafa fekk ne tamit 2018 bi dara mënutoon a dox.
Yes, that is what I just want to elaborate. In the year 2018, nothing have been happening.
Well, between 2019 towards 2020, again,
but we started in the year 2019 to 2020.
Amona teha why gorgorluana because soko setlo na kolole big word la one.
Yes, of course I have some difficulties, but I do try it because if you see Kololi is a big word.
Wow.
Mr. Mendy.
Yes.
We are now on about the developments. We will get to the challenges, please. So
and
that's why I said briefly give me, if you can remember, the developments made at your ward.
Nena prugatal wax bi soko sété waaw xamna né amna ay téxé way téxé yoy mom nañ ko tégué bor ba ca kanam dañ waxtaan biram nena luñu jëna soxla wala prugatal wax bi moy yokkute bi nga xamne yow sa bop wax nga ko ne isi nga ko fofu wala def nga ko fofu ci sa ward bi moy kololi na bobu la bëgg am pour nga limal ñu ko
waaw moy kotu feeder road ci then football field bi pour field ko
that is
def na lolu ci sama jamaatu
kololi kotu feeder road
then football field bi kotu football field
and the kotu
football it then pour grade ko
we backfield the football field at Kotu and to grade it to make it level.
Now, how do you touch base with your people? How do you touch base with the people in your ward?
Nena yow sa digante ak sa nit ñi nga am ne ñoo nekk sa ward bi naka ngeen dee déggoo wala si lan ngeen dee bokk pour mun a ko liggéey.
Waaw juróomi ward la defin sub wards la amee.
I have 5 sub wards.
So da nga gis ne ñom tamit dañ ñu dé dama dé mëna job liggéey ak ñom tamit pour ñu jappalante su fekké né ñom am nañ ay li nga xamné xéñ na mom lañ bëgg pour ñu wokon ñom ñoy identify né li xéñ na moy sen first priority.
Normally at any time we are to head a development of a project, there are the people who came out to identify the most important or the most project they wanted before we start doing it.
Motay da nga gis ne Kotu la gënon na concentrate because Kotu was the Kotu mo amona areas nga xamne fofu mom kenn du fa mëna dem even so amoy moto sa do mëna aga sa biir kër.
But my concentration highly based on Kotu side because really we all know Kotu have a problem. Sometimes even those with vehicles they cannot have access to go to their homes with their said vehicles.
So
football field bi tamit da nga gis ne at bobu nono tamit da nga gis ne ni ma wax ak yow ni sa ren sa gaay mënuñ fa football because da ngay gis ne dafa ndox bi daf ko gas yépp.
And normally, as I said earlier on, the football field that I was concentrating, even this year, if you go there this year, they cannot have any activity there due to the fact that there is water.
Waaw da ngay gis ne yooyu laa gën a concentrate ak properties yi nga xamoon ne ne Kololi moo ko moom pour mun a am all the documentation si ñu xam ne ñun ñoo ko moom li nga xam ne si loolu moom def naa ko.
That was my very concentration, and again the compounds, the properties that were located in Kololi, that were in Kotu. Those are the ones I concentrate so that Kololi Kotu, so that they can be able to have their titles for their compounds.
Benn bi mooy Spy Bar football field bi fii Senegambia.
One of them
acquire naa ko tamit from the Gambia Tourism Board.
Is Spy Bar around Senegambia, and of which I have tried to acquire.
Okay. Then how you touch base with your people is in short is in form of meetings. Were you having meetings?
nena legi yow naka la day joxala naka nga day joxalante ak sen nit ñi nda da ngeen de am ay meetings
waaw ci dooren bi dooroon nañ di am meeting waaye da nga gis ne kootu man amoon naa challenges mooy da nga gis ne area bi fii ñi nekkoon suma ci suma ward living bi VDC bi ëpp doole bi ñii yëpp ñii dañ dem studies ñii pour nga am leen pour nga dajale leen tamit daf day xalaat daf day xalaat.
Yes, of course I have difficulties much more in this area because the VDCs or the members, those who were with me and we do make meetings, some of them are absent, some they travel, they went for studies. So this is my challenge.
Now, some of these activities, like you said, feeder roads, backfilling, football fields, meaning activities were going on, right? Do you have activity reports of all of this?
Nena legi liggéey yi nga xamne wax nga ko wala yokkute yi nga xamne yow sa boppa def nga ko moy liggéey yooni ak feesal fiil yi nga xamne def nga ko nena nda dang de bind wala amna record yi nga xamne dang ko def fofu pour ku ñëw rek mu xamne waaw li nga defoon.
Waaw xam nga su ma nee yoon la xam nga yoon moom fu mu nekk ñi dëkkee boor boobu wax ne ku fa dëkku tamit koo xam kóotu bu baax loolu moom def naa ko.
Mr. Mendy, I'm not saying you did not do these activities or developments. What I mean is whatever activity that has been going on in your ward rather, you ought to have reports for them, right?
Nena fumu mom lu moy wax fu moy waxe moy nekut ne yow li nga wax gomu ko wala liggéeylo wala deflo li nga wax waye mu lu moy laajte moy lepp li nga xamne yow sa bopa def nga ko nena mba dang day am lo xamne dang ko de record moy report pour nga bindé ko woné ne li la def pour moy report wala records.
Wow, yu bari am naa ko mooy like football field bi.
Yes, I have many of it. Likewise, the football field.
Waa bi ma dooree tamit na pour back field bi ak yoon toon other documents nga xam ne bindoon naa GRA yooyu tamit am na yu ma amee.
Yes, for the field when I started to back field it, I have some documents much more on that GRA. I have some of them. Geology
ñoom tamit because soo defee request bi ñoom dañ dem mun a tamit seet ñaata trips dañ laa mun a permit pour nga mun ko.
And for the geology, anytime you make a request, they will check and to know exactly how many trips they need to supply it or assist you with.
Documents you know mun naa ko provide in a solema may time.
Yes, for that documents, if needed, then I will be given time. If I am given time, then I can provide them.
Yes, you'll be provided with a pen and a paper. You can note it down. From 20, you said 2018 there was no development because there is no
2018 to 9 there was no.
Then 2019 to 2023, please.
Nena legi nañ la jox kayit ak pen lepp li nga am ne commission bi wax nañ la ko pour ngay siko nga dal di ko bind pour nga baña faté be paré yow sa baba wax nga ne depuis joggé ko 2018 be 2019 am ton yokute wala am ton development yi nga am ne dafa xewon fofu way joggé ko 2019 be 2020 bobu ngeen door di def ay development li moy sa cadeau.
Wow, li moy sama cadeau.
Yes, very well.
Now you can note down to provide the activity reports.
Nena legi nga bind comme dañ soxla wala luñ soxla lu ñoy laajte moy activity reports yi nga xam ne def nga ko fa te wax nga ne yang ko amé.
Mr. Mendy?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. Now you serve as a member in the Appointment and Establishment Committee and in the Accounts Subcommittee.
Then yow nekka nga ay member si accounts subcommittee.
An establishment committee.
Establishment committee.
Wow.
Right.
Yes.
One member la on.
Yes, I am a member.
Okay, we will start with the establishment committee.
And
Were you having regular meetings?
Establishment committee.
Establishment and appointment committee member la on. Nga gis ne ñun ñetala.
I was a member to the establishment committee.
Then mooy ni ma ko waxee ñun ñetala da nga gis ne is chaired by Habib Ceesay.
As I said, we were three number.
Vice chairperson bi Lamin.
It was chaired by Habib Ceesay.
I was just a member. And then the accounts committee bi bobu tamit member la won tamit.
Okay, that's fine. So for the appointment and establishment committee, were you having regular meetings?
Nena boba appointments establishment committee anda dangende am ay meeting.
Wow, it's one of the committees in Amne mo gënon active at the council.
Yeah, it was one of the committees which was very active in council.
Was it serving its purpose?
Nena nda sen wargal dañ ko ndi doxal wala dañ ko ndi def lu war ci ñoo.
Wow.
Yes.
Was there any challenges in that committee?
Nena nda am nga ay texa ci kaw ci committee bobu.
Taxut ta nek ay challenges say na ko xawma ci naka la ko mëna waxe waye nak tamit ci xam nga ci any organisation tamit pour nga wara jubanti nit o nga jël edition du dé nekal lu ne.
Yes, there was, but much more, I can't say much more challenges, but as we all know, any society or any group, there are certain challenges. Likewise, sometimes people, to make them straightforward, it is a challenge.
Mr. Mendy, I understand that. That's why we are asking, we want to know if there were any challenges with that committee, and if it was serving its purpose.
Nena li mo tax nda mu ngi laajte nda da ngeen am ay teexate wala am na ay nga xam ne nda seen liggéey da ngeen ko di def comme ni mu waree.
Waaw mooy li ma wax rek mooy ne soo di nga gis ne most of the reports yi suñ ñëwee da ngaa gis ne ñun tamit dinañ daan teg suñ time seet naka la ñoo demee waaye amoon nañ tamit ku nga xam ne am na ñi nga xam ne ñoo advice.
Yes, as I said earlier on, whenever we get the reports, we need to take time so that we can be able to go through them and understand them very well, and we have some people who do advise us.
Fekkee ne legal matters lañ amoon nañ lawyer bi nga xam ne xëy na moom tamit balaa ñoo def any other decision moom tamit dinañu wax ne leen lii la loi bi wax wala nii yaa nii ngeen.
When it comes to legal matters, we have a council who do advise us to say this is the appropriate way to do it or this is not the way to do it.
That's the appointment and establishment committee.
Nena bobo establishment committee and appointment committee.
Wow. Yes, I get the advice, but you just mentioned, and I agree with you that in all organizations or even organizations, you can have challenges. Now I want to know the challenge in the appointment and establishment committee.
Nena komelinga wa degala lu amla parce que so gisee organisation sa yu bari dañ dé am ay texa nena légui lu mu jëna bëgg moy pour yow sa bopa nga léral ñu lan moy sen texa wala sen challenge si committee yoyu.
Waaw challenge si danaka ben la bu fekkee ne staff c'est la tamit when it comes to pull employment da nga gis ne fofu non tamit dina dé xala am ay texa moy qualification ci.
Yes, there is challenges much more, or especially when it comes to employment. We sometimes need to have some challenges therein.
What are the challenges? What are the difficulties in these appointments?
Nena so ne appointment challenges ifaneka wala teate ifaneka nena moy lan ak lan.
Moy li ma wax rek moy qualifications.
When it comes to the qualifications of the individuals.
And what else?
Ak lan.
Wow, fi nu ma koy mëna waxé moy fi Gambia la ñun dañ xamanté wala ki suma nit la.
The much thing to say is about our own Gambia here. We all know one another or each other. So somebody will be saying, okay, this man is my relative or my friend.
Why ci juromi at bi ma liggéey ak with this suma members yi.
But these 5 years that I work with my members,
nekk na ñi nga xam ne tamit dama leen a gërëm ci fu ma toog nii si panel bi.
I need to thank them where I am sitting here at the panel.
dañ dee mun a ñëw to conclusion ne waaw lii la dinañ mun a weerante waaye at the end of the day dinañ mun a ñëw ne lii la.
Yes, there is agreement, we do argue, but at the conclusion we do have a concrete conclusion.
Okay, so how were these challenges addressed?
Nina legi challenges yi naka ngeen ko de def toppatoo wala address naka ngeen ko de adressé.
mooy li ma wax rek am nañ ñi nga xam ne ñoo advised.
As
at
I
the end
said,
of the day.
we have people who do advise us at the end of the day.
Now, do you have?
su fekkee ne tamit xëy na ñu ngi xëccoo ba yoon then we go for a vote because ñun three la we have the.
And sometimes when there is a big debate or we agree with one another for a high debate, then we normally go for elections. We vote.
Okay, do you have instances like the example you gave, Mr. A knows Mr. B or Mr. C knows another person, so for them to be, are there instances like that?
Nenanda yo yi nga xamne sa bopa yow wax nga ko fi nenanda musna am wala daf de heewi fofu yo xamne nit dina taxaw mu ne waaw ki suma mbokk la wala ki ni ak ni lañ dendo
waaye na duñ taxaw ne wax ne kii suma mbokk la waaye yow ci sa biir nakal droit ci sa biir gis-gis tamit di nga dee mun a xam ne su fekkee comme ni lay qualification ci xëy na fukki nit isi nañ seen qualification ci nga seet tamit di nga mun a xam ne xëy na ci fukki nit ñi ne rek xëy na kii moo war a yelloo position bi.
Yes, it's not a plain thing, but normally it happens. They will not stand publicly to say he's my relative or so, but not. The example is we all know sometimes 10 of them will come, they all apply, but now the qualification, that's where we normally know that it is on the side of a relative or something like that.
Okay, now let's just get into the specifics, but just a little, if you can remember, since you said there are instances like that, so can you give us the names of those applicants that the appointment establishment and appointment committee had to go through instances of those people? Can you give us a name?
Nena legi yow sa bopa wax nga ne waaw def de heewi nena mba legi fu mu ne ni mën nga ñu leeral pour nga wax ñu tur ñooñu ñi nga xam ne definitely yéen seen boppa dem ngeen ba gis ne kii soo gisee mu am liggéey bi wala ñu jox ko liggéey bi affaire yi mbokka ba tax wala ay xamante nena ndaa mën nañu liimal nga jox ñu tur kenn wala ñaar.
waaw xëy na foofu mënuma faa joxe exemple xëy na mënuma fàttale ko nekkuma ci position bi xëy na pour amee seen fin document yi waaye mën naa joxe benn exemple bu nga xam ne boobu tamit ñëw na ci suñ committee.
Well, for that it will be difficult for me to say because it has been passed for some times. I can't remember exactly the people or those who I could name, but I have an example that I can be able to say so.
Not just an example, but specifics as in it actually happened, so you can give us.
Example
like Kotu in my ward.
I take it from my ward Kotu.
I'm one of the municipal police, but I'm there for such on being away.
We
railings like railings.
We had one municipal police at my ward Kotu, who stole steel called. Really, yeah. Metal, yeah. It's a metal called really.
Man, I was called.
When he stole that, I was called and I was informed.
Because night watchman la, man bim ñëwé tombé tamit mu ngi relieve afternoon watchman bi.
And it happens, that operation. He's on a night shift, so when he came and he was relieving the afternoon guard or police.
So I was called. So being called a day watchman be mom joton nako japa be guy delo si lefin be railing.
So when the afternoon shift police was called and he came, he caught him and they took the rally back.
Mr. Mendy.
Yes.
Nena, Mr. Mendy.
I don't know. I'll give you time to maybe explain this particular incident. And I wasn't talking about your ward. I was talking about the appointment and establishment committee. Instances of where appointment has become an issue or a challenge, and where it was established that Mr. A or Mrs. B knows Mrs. C or their family or there is some relationship.
Why for fly why so
wani ne ko ne affaire ti hata yude he waxuma la sa affaire kotu ne na mom luma wax moy fi ngay liggéey establish ak committee yi nga xam ne bokka nga mooy establishment committee ak appointment committee kan ak kan nga gis ne wala kooku nga xam ne soo gisee ñu isi ko liggéey dafa am bokka foofu wala dafa am xarit wala am na nu mu demee mu ne loolu la bëgg soo xamee nga lii ma ñu ko
waaw loolu foofu laay pol ci gàttal rek dama briefly rek moo leen loolu dafa ñëwoon ci suñ committee.
Yes, briefly that incident have came to our committee.
waaw ba pare dafa complicated trop because am ay teexa waaye man tamit fekkee naa the whole incident.
And it was very complicated and it was difficult, but for me I was present for the whole incident.
Because at the end of the day the boy bi ñu ngi ko doon accused of na xëy na li manqué foofu noonu is about $1.3 million.
And later he was alleged that whatever the things that was missing there is equivalent to $3 million.
$1.3 million.
$1.3 million.
Municipal police.
It's a municipal police. Municipal police.
Municipal police.
Very well.
What about his appointment?
Naka lañ ko jëlee liggéeyam bi naka la amee liggéeyam bi wala naka lañ ko jëlee liggéeyam
dañ ko daaxa.
He was sacked.
waaye man mi taxaw ne ko foofu man tamit man maa ngi nekkoon ci defense am because li ko gaay accuse of moom tafut loolu.
But me speaking here, I was a defense to him because what he was alleged of, he did not did so or stole that.
waaw yu mel nii daf dee difficult pour nga make decision.
Such things like that, it will be difficult to make a conclusion or a decision.
boobu benn la.
Sorry, Mr. Mendy.
Mr. Mendy.
Yes.
I think maybe for purposes of clarity, let me just comment.
Pro leral bi.
The issue is, council is asking you
Councilor bi lum la laajte moye.
on the appointment and establishment committee. You
Appointment and established committee yow sa bopa wax nga ne.
You said there has been some challenges in appointing people without qualification.
Nena wax nga ne fofu tamit dafa amone ay challenges yi nga xamne de ngeen dañoo jël nit ñi te amuñ qualification bi.
waaw pour ma clarify foofu waxuma ne dinañ day jël te amuñ qualification.
I want to make it clear. I don't say they are employed without their qualification. What I said, we do have difficulties.
So now to be clear, during the course of your during the course of your 5 years, for all the people that the appointment and establishment committee vetted and appointed.
Nena ñoo xamne establishment committee ak appointment committee ñi nga xamne dañ leen jël ñu jël leen.
The minimum requirements for.
waaw ñun dañ def ci requirements.
am nañ requirements.
ñu waaw dañ am seen requirements.
Yes, they do have their requirements.
All of them.
ñoom ñëpp.
waaw li ma wax mooy ñun suñ recommendé.
When we are doing our recommendations.
léegi dafa des ci gaay.
It depends
No,
recommendation
we are asking a specific question.
We said
during the course of your 5 years, for all of the people that appeared before you, yes, and for the ones that you recommended for appointment,
wow. Yes.
Do you have records of that?
No,
not me. Why the
committee, does it have?
The committee.
Yes.
Committee, wow.
Yes, not
so
me personally, but the committee.
Please note it down. You provide us the number of people you have appointed during the course.
Employed course is 5 years.
Covering our terms of reference, that is
2018 by 2023.
Yes. Councilor, you may proceed.
Thank you. As a member of the accounts subcommittee, were they having regular meetings?
Nena neka nga tamet boka nga si account subcommittee nena nda ñoom tamit dañoo di am ay meeting.
Comme ni ma ko waxee ca doorin ba foofu moom duma ci sori because if I suma mënee fàttale ku ñaari yoon lañ toog te loolu tamit rek nekkul amoon nañ benn a set of an expertise bi nga xam ne moom moo specialisé woon waaye kooku du daan faral di ñëw so ñaari yoon rek.
As I said earlier on, for that I will not go deep on it.
It was a dormant.
As I said, it was a dormant committee. Only 2 times I can remember for us having a meeting. And it happens there was an expertise who came there. That is why we have, I can remember we have those meetings.
And was he chaired by the late Parliament Jiba?
And this was chaired by the late Parliament Jiba.
If I could, if I could fully remember, we had this meeting, or we held 2
twice only. The meeting was held twice only.
From 2018 to 2023.
Nena lo buga wax moy joge ko 2018 be 2023 ñaari meeting.
It's between around 2022 to 2023.
This is between 2022 to 2023.
The account subcommittee was established in 2022?
No, it was established more. I was a member around 2023 to 2022 to 2023.
Now I'm speaking for myself. When I became a member, this was in 2022 to 2023.
Do you remember how many of you are part of that committee?
Nena mbamun nga fatale ku ñi nga xamne yeen doomi committee bi yeen ñaata la won?
No, henya man ki ma mëna fatale ko man la won and then the late Parliament Jiba ak waji ma lay wax ne xam ban department ban company la nekk.
No, but
an accountant or something.
The ones I can remember, that is myself.
Parliament
Jiba, the late, and the expertise.
Just the three of you?
No, what I mean is those that I can remember.
Because
this is why it doesn't last, because some will come and the others will be absent.
As a committee member, when you understand that this subcommittee was dormant, what did you do?
Nena te nekanga domi committee bi nena binga gisee ne committee bi nekkut di dox yow sa boppa loo defoon.
Waaw ñun report na ci suma chairperson.
Yes, that I forwarded my report to the chairperson. We do forward the report to the chairperson.
Was this formal?
Nena da ngeen ko bindoon wala wax la si gémeñ ni?
No, ci gémeñ because suñu la ooyee tamit nga war a dem foofu ne spend the whole day ba pare dara doxut.
This was informal because even if they call you there, you go there, spend the whole day, and there will be nothing like a meeting.
I beg your pardon. If they what call you?
Nena so ne suñu la dañ la oo wala suñu la ooyee.
Waaw mooy ne suñu ne dañ war a am accounts committee, for example like Monday.
When
nangam. So you're being a member da nga dem waaye su fekkee ne members yëpp ñëwuñ foofu laay waxee.
What I mean here is that when you are summoned that we will have a meeting on this very day, you will go there and the attendance will not be present, so you will stay there in vain for the whole day.
Okay, if few of you get there and there is always an attendance that you will write your name that you are present.
Nena fofu mom naka nga ko defé so let demé ñi nga xamné da ngeen ko féké da ngeen débi na sé tourné ki féké na wala day
majority bi féké né ñëw nañ xam nga mënu mëna am exactly ñaata members lañ.
So
sort of a quorum. Wow.
Well, it depends when the members appeared or if we have a quorum, yes.
At least.
This is why I said I can only remember for meeting only twice.
Can you remember an instant? Okay, not the meeting that was held. The ones that did not hold at all, but there is quorum. And there was an attendance list. Can you remember signing any?
No.
Because there was no attendance list going around?
No.
Okay. So when you report to your chair at the time, what happened?
So because one of the lolu su hewe da ngeen ko report ci chair bi nena lal mo de hew fofu.
Wa dafa mom dina wax ne dina ko jël to the right authorities moy de dina dem ci mayor and then dañu schedule at benen meeting.
He always inform us that he will take it to the right point, that is the mayor, and we will be called for a meeting.
Après mom mo nekkon chair bi.
And he was the chair.
Main problem bi tamit hayna ëpp doole gep ci mom la daan joggé.
And all the problems, most of the problems came from him, and he's the chair.
And nothing could be done about him.
Nena mom dafa melni mom ken dara du xew ci mom.
Sorry? You didn't hear the answer?
Yes,
yes, that's what I think.
Okay, now the question is, did you try, or you or any of the member of this subcommittee, because I believe there was a reason why this subcommittee was set up. So if it wasn't serving its purpose and you were trying informally through the chair and nothing was done about it, you or any of the members could not do anything about it? Do you meet to know what can be done?
La commission said sen committee bobu so gisé mu taxaw amna lu tax mu taxaw néna be paré nda yeen lu tax lu wara lu tax ngeen taxaw nda da ngeen ko di def wala déet wa so démé be gis façon yoyu té wax nga né chairman bi da ngeen dee report si moom bi ngeen ko dee reporté si moom ngeen gis ne defut dara yéen ndaa am nga li ngeen def si yéen am na li nga xam ne am na li ngeen def ne waaj bi dañ ko dee dañ fa dee report waaye du def dara am lan ngeen defoon after that.
waaw xam nga nakal tuwaati council ñu ngi am CEO bi yaa ngi am manager si ak nakal tuwaati ak with yeneen areas yi foog naa ne loolu moom tam seen warugal la ñoo xam ne xëy na lii nakal tuwaati xëy na lii nekkut di dox.
At council, we have the CEO and we have other officers, management officers, but some of them, they know that this committee is not functioning.
HR ang fa.
You have the HR.
So man lima muna complain rek ay ñu ni neen as councilor ak man suma chairperson and especially nga dem ma joge fi be kolo li nga dem ego fofu non ba pare nga wara delu siat lolu ci sa poche la moy joge.
So I see what I realize there is for me, for instance, like myself, I'm a councillor, I will leave Kololi, I go to council, and all the expenditures or the fares is done by myself.
Okay, considering the cost of fare will be on you, you've been going, you will speak to the chair, that's the whole point. Nothing has been done.
Yes.
What next step did you do, if any?
Nena legi lacte bi moy joge nga Kololi def nga pass jere nga sa on xaliss nga def ko pass nga dem di ñew dara du xew nena legi so bi nga demé be nga gis ne degala li dara doxut fi yow sa bop la lo mujjé na def
moy man ma concentrate rek with establishment appointment committee.
That is the time I know that I let me just concentrate on the establishment and appointment committee.
Okay, and leave the accounts committee
yes.
dormant because it's not important to you?
Nena dafa melni legi danga bayon accounts committee ndik danga gis ne mom anyway amut njeriñ ci yow.
Or it's not important to what I say the committee members?
Wala amuton njeriñ ci committee members yi.
Waaw duma wax ne it's not important, it's very important waaye li ma wax mooy ne tamit am nga nit ki mënuloo ko ñu mënu leen a forcer ne leen lee xëy na ñoom tamit am nañ seen reason waaye li ma wax rek mooy ne la ne CEO baa ngi foofu noonu ñoom HR yaa ngi foofu ñu ngi fa.
Yes, Mr. Mendy, that is why I said if the chairperson of this committee is not taking up the committee as serious as it should be, and the establishment of this subcommittee is important to you and the rest of the members of this committee, something should have been done. And
yes.
I am telling you.
Li mota mo la yegal ni so de be nga gis ne njit bi fa nekk wala chairman bi fa nekk mom jaal amut soxla wala defut ben katan pour meeting committee bi mëna dox neena way yow sa bopa gis nga ne committee bi dafa am njëriñ ci yow sen members yi tamit gis nañ ne committee bi dafa am njëriñ ci ñoom neena lan ngeen mujjé def wala lo warona def lan ngeen warona def
mooy li ma wax rek mu ngi tombé tamit ñu ngi suñ taama ngay ñëw jeesi pour especially man li may wax mooy.
Well, for instance, for me it was just nearly the end of my term.
Mr. Mendy, it doesn't matter if the term is almost there. It can be like one day for your term to end. But if you want to make a change, you could have, right?
Nena be legi de waaw lolu li nga walu am la waaye mën na nekk sa benn bés su desee pour sa waxtu bi jee nena be legi mën nga def ay wecci wala def leneen ka sa kattan pour foofu mën a dox.
So now it's for you to agree with the fact that the account subcommittee is not important to you as a member of the subcommittee. That is why nothing has been done about the account being the committee being dormant, and nothing is done about it because you're saying there is the CEO and the rest of all the bosses there, right? But the chairman is not doing what he's supposed to do and nothing is done about it, and you left it that way and you're to serve your people.
Nena legi yow sa wargal fofu moy pour nga gis ne nga saaf sa nit ñi nga am ne ñoo la yóbbu foofu nena waaye yow sa bopp dafa mel ni léegi dem nga be nga gis ne mbir mi nekkut di doote amuloo si soxla lii moo tax yow tamit talloo pour mun a bokka wala nga gis ne mbir mi dafa war a dox waaye seen chairman bi soo ko seetee moom dara la tal pour mbir mi committee bi.
waaw man li ma mun rek mooy ne ñun man dañ ma elect pour ne fa li ma mun a def rek mooy ne lodge complaint man du ma mun a ne man maay jël position.
All I can do is to lodge a complaint because I am an elected member, so all I can do is to lodge a complaint, of which I did.
It will not be established to the CEO that you've lodged a complaint. The chairperson is no more, and that was verbal. Nothing written was taken to them complaining about the subcommittee not functioning. So as a member, how do you balance that? Well, I was just elected, and if they're not doing anything, nothing can be done. No, something is supposed to be done, because that is why you are a member, or you're part of the subcommittee.
Yeah, right.
So failure to act was what? An error on your side.
nena soko sete nena legi yow sa bopa gis nga ne mbir mi neko di dox te yow bokka nga dafa wara dox so ne dañ matana ma ñew tok fofu ne dalir mo sabab mo tañu tana la pour ngeen gis ne lepp li nga am ne dafa war pour ngeen top toko pour sen nit ñi nena lolu nga warona def nena way legi yow da nga gis ne ci person bi neko di def dara way CEO bi tamit kenn du mëna am serene li nga am ne deug la waaw def nga sa katat pour nga gis ne comité bi dox na parce que bindu len ko fen te ki nga xamne moy njit bi moy chairman bi fum ne ni mom dundatut neena kon nit ñi naka lañ la gomé wala naka lañu léralé ne deug la def nga sa katan
moy fi ma bëgg wax rek moy ne den fofu problème bi den ci njit yi la fofu at the council because ñu war nañu xamne li nekko di dox.
All I want to say is that the problem lies on the management, because we all know that the committee was not functioning.
Yes. Mr. Mendy, including yourself.
Neena bokka nga yow tamit.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you. Now let's move to the next issue. You're part of, sorry, were you part of the project of appointing the Mbalit staff?
Nenda yo tamit bokka nga si ñoo xamne yena appoint Mbalit staff si ñuy liggéey Mbalit.
On the establishment appointment committee?
You mean the establishment appointment committee?
Yes, please.
Yes. Muna wow.
Munuma fatale ko.
I cannot remember.
And you did not participate as well?
Nena bokulo.
Full staff si appointment fi nakal tracking boy di Mbalit staff.
Yes. Project.
Wow. Project staff.
Yes.
Okay. And for that particular appointment, now we will go back to the specifics of this appointment. Now, for that particular appointment, was there any challenges?
Nena si appointment yo na yo tamit am nga ay challenges. Am ngeen wa ay challenges?
Wa moy li ma wax rek ñom den recommendation ci nañ leen laajte nakal track sen required sen qualifications. Then you vet leen you go through lool ñun tam from fofu non tamit dinañ come with a conclusion ne xeyna ñi yan ñi ñoy wara ñew to the second lifin bi naka tuati second round bi be di tat be di final ñun ñu joxe sun recommendation ñun fa la man lola mëna fatale.
Yes, what I can remember is the committee have seated and we vetted to see the criteria of those to be employed, and from there we make our conclusion or recommendation.
Now, in participating in those subcommittee meetings, specifically appointment and establishment subcommittee meetings, when recommendations are done or problems are solved, do you as a member, do you have a copy?
Nena legi so len toge ak li ngeen de defé li ngeen wa be ngeen am sen conclusion wala recommendation nena yow sa bop nda am nga copy ci yoyu.
Wa dañ am copies.
Yes, we do have copies.
Okay, you can note it down.
Munenga binde ko ci kayit bi.
The sittings regarding the appointments of the project staff.
Nena sen toga yi nga xamne def ngeen ko pour ci kaw appointment pour ngeen jël liggéey staff si.
You can provide the
meeting si dinañ dé mëna am copies. Waye na finally mënuma fatale ko ne yene nañ ko am waye all the meetings ak yoonu dinañ dé each and everyone dañ dé mëna am copies.
Yes, for the meetings I can remember each of us have been served with a copy.
Okay, sorry. You can provide us with the document.
Nena legi luñu jëna bëgg moy nga bind ko pour nga baña faté né dañ soxla pour nga isi ñu kayit yoyu wala copy yoyu.
Yes, Mr. Mendy, you have said in paragraph 4 that you participated in the appointment in the subcommittee as member in the appointments of project staff.
Nena so sété ci cadre bi cadre ñenenté sa ñenenté cadre bi yow sa baba wax nga né yow tamit nek nga ko xamné bokka nga ci ñoo xamné ñu jëli liggéey kat yi wala ñu dé jël liggéey kat yi moy staff ci project staffs.
Is that the situation?
Nena nda mbir mi non la tédé le fenké fini non la neké. comme ni ko waxee.
li ma wax mooy su fekkee ne
No, I referred you to paragraph 4 of your statement.
nee na dafa leeral de fi nga wax mu ne
I
paragraphe
said-
4.
You said you participated in the recruitment of project staffs on the Bali.
nee na yow sa boppam wax nga ne bokk nga si ñoo xam ne ñu jëli xale liggéeykat yi ñi nga xam ne ñoo nekk si projet
In
Mbali.
addition to the minutes of the meeting, Council is asking you to produce for us the recommendations you have made.
nee na soo seetee
The
parce que
CEO
dañ
as
la
a committee.
dañ la laajte pour nga isi minutes yi yow mooy yi ngeen dee def meeting si nee na ci kaw loolu tamit ñu ngi wax pour nga isiwaale conclusion yi nga xam ne def ngeen ko balaa
Because
ngeen jël.
you have said that in your statement that you have participated in all these meetings and you made recommendations
nee
to
na
the
yow
CEO for him to do the needful.
waaw su ma
nee na yow sa boppam wax nga fi ne participate nga wala bokk nga si meeting yëpp wala meeting yi nga xam ne def ngeen ko te bi ngeen defee ba am seen conclusion.
I am particularly quoting your last line. On the
waaw
fourth
su ma nee bokk naa because I participated in decision making and to recommend waaye man I was just a member.
So, yes, but if you are just a member, there should be some record of what you recommended to the CEO. Is that correct?
Yes, it's it's in the hands of Nagaltoati. I think they are in a better position in a program, or the head of the establishment and appointment committee with the vice chair.
Who is the chair of this?
Habib Ceesay.
So please write it down. We are requesting that you go there and ask them to produce to you, because you are requested by the commission, to produce the records of recommendations you have made to the CEO. Council, you may proceed.
Thank you. Mr. Mendy, who is Stanley Mendy?
kan mooy Stanley Mendy.
Mr. Mendy, when I ask a question, you kindly wait for the interpreter to interpret, because as you're answering and he's speaking, it tends to overlap. Please.
Thank you. All right.
I didn't even hear your question. I mean your answer.
Sorry.
Could you kindly repeat your answer?
nee na lan mooy sa tontu bi li nga wax man sa dégguma ko.
mooy suma doom la.
It's my son.
Is he a staff of KMC?
nee na mbaa moom tamit staff la si KMC.
Déedéet.
No.
Is he a staff of the project?
nee na mbaa nekk na staff moom tam nekk na staff si project bi.
Déedéet.
No.
Because on the 5th paragraph of your statement,
nee na soo seetee sa juróomeel kaddu bi si sa statement bi mooy.
you mentioned that you assign your son Stanley Mendy to accompany the mbalit truck.
nee na wax nga fi ni yow yaa ko digal pour mu gunge wala mu toppa mbalit truck si.
To these identified zones.
si place yi nga xam ne yooyu ngeen liimal mooy ay zone fu moto yi war a dem.
Why was that?
nee na lu taxoon loolu.
waaw li waraloon loolu mooy da nga gis ne ñun biñ dooree bañ amee moto yi ees
when we started and we have these new vehicles or lorries.
dañ divide gox yi.
we have divided the wards.
so man 5 sub wards la amoon.
there I have my own 5 sub wards.
Clear.
waaw ci gàttal ak pour yombal mbir mi.
to make it short and make it easier.
comme moom fii la juddoo fii la yaroo.
he was born here, brought up here.
pour mu gën a yomba ak man tamit mu nekk si moto bi den su ma ko ne kootu isla tey Wednesday den moom mun a guide tamit ñu demee boor boobu.
to make it easier for me is that when he is in the lorry, when I say go to east, he will
su ma fa nekkutee.
Now,
you know exactly where to go when I'm not present.
for those zones and for the mbalit trucks, were there no identified staff attached at those zones for the collection?
nena moto yooyu mbalit yooyu ndax amuleen staff ki nga xam ne moom xam na place bi ngeen attache ko foofu pour muy wane si zone si.
am na.
yes we have.
waaye li taxoon ma def loolu ma wax loolu moom ndax mu ngeen ma allow tam ma explain.
why the reason why I do so, if I am allowed, I will elaborate.
You can go on.
yes.
daay sa biñ dooree li xew mooy ñun councilor si dañu identify pour nga jël about 4 staffs yu nga xamantene ñom ñoy leen assist ci moto bi.
When it started, for us the councillors, we were allowed or we were given the opportunity to have your own 4 people to join them with the vehicles or invalid.
Da nga gis ne kenn ci ñom du wa Kololi.
And
for
me, all those I selected, they are all from Kololi.
So to pour ma def ko pour mu easy non rek moy tombi suma dom bi tamit defuton dara because sikla la dafa febar ni waye amna ka mu tok ci moto bi dem mu dimbalé len kay len fa suma fa nekute na len mëna wax ne ni la ni mo.
These are the reasons why I took my son to put him to join him on the vehicle so that he can be able to be a good pointer. Although he was not very well, but he is just in the vehicle just to make a point as a pointer.
Da nga gis ñun tamit da nga gis time bo competition la ku nekk yaange bu gaw ne pour to come out first ne man ma generate revenue.
And at that time it was a form of a competing system that everybody was trying for you to be the first person or the person who make more revenue.
Now these 4 people that you use the word appoint.
Nena ñenenti ñu da appoint like de ngeen jël liggéey wala.
Wow, council mo leen jël liggéey.
Yes, it's council who appoint them.
Okay, so every councillor is attached with 4 staff member of KMC?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so my issue here is, why was your son part of the people that will collect this waste?
Nena legi laajte bi moy lan mo tax sa dom nek ko xamne mom tam bokk na ci ñoo xamne ñoo wara dem di jëli mbalit.
Waaw foog naa ma bantuwaat mooy li ma doon wax rek mooy ne moom dama ko fa defoon rek pour mu jox leen directive woon leen ne xëy na fii mooy Kootu fii mooy Kololi West kii fii mooy Kololi Central.
As I said earlier on, my reasons is that for him to be a pointer or show them the demarcation, here is Kootu, here is Kololi, that's the only thing.
And he is the only pointer from your side?
Then I also sabor mom rek mo nekkon fofu moy woné.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, and since it was for revenue maximization, if I can call it, was he having any sort of payment?
Nena soko sété ndik liggéey bobu bu fa nekk yépp mën na nekk yefi xaliss la nena mba mom amna ay fay nga xamné mom tan daf ko dé am fofu.
No.
It was done for free.
Nena kon mom volunteer free la.
Man la ko don defal.
He was doing it for me.
And so what happened to the staff that they attached to those wards to do the collection? Because were these staff that were attached to those wards for collection, were they collecting the waste?
Ñenenti ñi nga xamné ñoom tamit kéem ci wax na leen pour ngeen ut ko wala jox na leen pour attach ko ci mbalit project bi ñoom nda dañ ñoom tan dañ nekk ñoo xamné dañoo dem di buubi mbalit.
Can you repeat question bi ati?
May I be guided by the question?
There are staff attached to these trucks to collect waste.
Nena wax nga ne amna ay staff yi nga xamné dañ leen attaque ci moto bi pour dem di jëli mbalit.
Wow.
Yes.
Were these staff collecting waste?
Wow.
Nena nda ñooñu tamit dañ bokk ñi nga xamné dañ dé jëli mbalit.
They collect waste at your zone. Do they do that?
Si sa zone bi moy sa area nda dañ ko def.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. I just need to understand, you have it in your statement that you attach your son because hence the staff attached to the truck will prefer to collect waste in the tourism industry and get paid for their service.
Nena so gisee wax nga ne so gisee nga def fa sa doom si sa statement la sa cadre la bu nekk si sa statement bi yow sa wax nga ne so gisee nga def fa sa doom parce que ñii dañ nekk ñoo xam ne dañoo bëgg a di jël mbalit yi si boori tourist area muy TDA wala tourist board area bi nga xam ne ñoom tamit pour ñu mën a jot seen fay wala seen xaalis.
Waaw ma leeral foofu noonu.
Yes, I want to make that person clear.
So gisee ma ne tourist industrial area bi.
When I say the tourist industrial area,
trucks is mainly for the community.
The trucks are mainly for the communities.
Waxuñ duñ jël de nakalra ci hotel si.
We were not told that they will be collecting rubbish at the
first
hotels.
priority bi mooy ne 5 subwards. That's Monday. Monday, Senior is Jembe la fi na make
The first priority is 5 wards. For instance, on Monday, go to Jembe side and
so in
collect.
Tuesday, la Senegambia, na make sure then you collect Senegambia.
On Tuesday, next Senegambia, they will collect Senegambia.
Staff si nekk ci moto bi nak ñom ñu ngi seet because ñom based on their commission ñom ñu ngi seet ñom li nga xamne mo leen interest moo tax ma bàyyi fa suma doom bi mu make sure ne mu guide leen dem fi ñu leen wax ne foofu la gaay war a collect.
But the staffs that are attached, they feel or they go through their interests, the way they can make money. This is my reason why I attach my
Lola
son.
mean.
So that my son will be a point that will say, no, we go to this way, go to this side, this. That is my reasons.
Yes, before you proceed, you've talked about commission.
Then I want to be commission.
How much commission, what percentage of commission are they paid?
Then I nyata lang they fay wala lan ban percent lang they fay.
Mënuma fàttale ko waaye amoon na mënuma fàttale ko dafa des ci ñoom lañ ko.
Please note and
I
provide.
cannot remember exactly, but it had happened. So I can nga note ko nga bind ko pour nga provide ñu the amount of commission they receive.
Thank you. And for those collections that you're maximizing revenue, do you get paid for it?
Nena robi singam ne wala ay mbalit ngam ne da ngeen ko dee jël pour ñu ngeen am xaalis foofu nena da dañ la dee fee ci kaw loolu. No.
You only receive commission?
Nena commission rek nga dee jot. No.
Okay. Now, I understand you were summoned by the Lord Mayor, Talib Ahmed Bensouda, and the Deputy Mayor, Mr. Musaba. Why were you summoned by them?
Nena gis na ne ñooñu dañ la samon nena lo tax ñu samon la Deputy Mayor.
waaw Biden da nga gis ne before ñu contract ñi Ecotech.
Before the contract to Ecotech,
da nga gis ne ay receipt books lañ amoon.
We were having books.
Da nga gis ne books yi mën nga koo jaay in advance.
These books?
Books yi tickets yi. Mën nga koo jaay in advance. Mën nga koo jënd nga gàppa ba bés bu moto bi ñëwee sa gox then based on your sub-different bi ñoom la gaay di calculate.
Yes, these tickets you can be able to sell them in advance before the trucks will arrive to make collections.
So booba jamono da nga gis ne loolu moo fa nekkoon.
This was what was happening on the ground.
So bi ma samone dañ ne dafa am ticket yu manqué.
When I was summoned, I was informed that there were some missing tickets.
So ma ne leen ñu check bu gaay checké bi gaay calculate.
I then told them to go ahead to make check-ins, but after the calculation,
ñu ne because ma doom mu ngi foofu noonu.
Because they said my son was present therein.
Man ma ne dinaa jël the full responsibility to pay out the money, to pay back the money.
And I said that I will take the responsibilities to pay the monies.
Te def naa loolu.
And I did so.
Wow. Immediately that was the very day ma génne ko fa.
The very day I was told or I was informed about
ma ne
that.
council KMC fu mu nekk ñu jël full responsibility of pour ñu control truck bi.
I paid and I said to the KMC, now let them take responsibility to take care of the vehicle.
Lii la woon.
This is it.
Mr. Mendy, I believe I heard you said the ticket books, you can sell them in advance.
Yes.
How was that possible?
Because ñun dañ identify on ay bin.
We identified a bill.
Bin bu mag bi.
The big bill.
$20 la woon.
20. Oh, the big.
The big bin.
Okay, the bin.
Wow.
We identified the bins and the size. The big one is 20.
Big one, $40.
$40.
Then the medium size be $20.
The medium one is $20.
The 50 kilo bag of rice be $10.
A 50 kilo bag of rice of rubbish is $10.
So you lolo soko ame.
If you have that.
So jëndee tickets in advance.
When you have ticket or issue ticket in advance.
Mun nga koo bàyyi sa mbindaan.
You can leave it to your mate.
Mun nga koo bàyyi sa doom.
You can leave it to your son.
Su moto bi ñëwee.
Whenever the vehicle arrives.
With janitor bi.
They will just take these things.
So calculate ñaata bin la ak yonto non, then based on that you nga joko tickets yi.
And the bins will be calculated and the ticket will be issued.
Nii la woon.
This is how it was.
Sorry, I did not understand.
Nena ba léegi de moom daal mbir mi leerul si moom.
You said the tickets could be bought in advance.
nee na ticket yi mën ngeen ko jaay bala in advance.
Now, when the person concerned buys this ticket, this GTR tickets,
nee na su jëndee ki nga xam ne moom daf ko soxla su jëndee ticket yi.
when the collectors come,
nee na jëlikat mbalit yi suñ ñëwee.
what is the process? How, when they take the bins out,
nee na soo ñëwee ñu génne mbalit yi si biti.
what is shown as proof?
nee na lan la day wone pour ñu xam wala mu leer ne waaw kii dafa jënd ticket.
So it is the client that will give the collector the ticket.
Yes.
nee na dafa mel ni client bi si boppam moo génne ticket bi mu jëndoon mu woon ko agent bi. Yes.
Does he give it to the collector? Does he
Yes.
give him back the ticket?
nee na ticket bi kooku ki nga xam ne client bi ku jënd ticket la def ak ticket bi daf ko day jox agent bi wala lan.
waaw daf ko jox so da nga gis ne because secretary bi am fo rek daf ko jox janitor bi kuy collect mbalit bi.
Yes, there is a secretary. So what normally the client will hand over the ticket to the secretary.
Wow.
So, Mr. Mendy, is that not an opportunity for fraud? Because you have sold already some tickets to Mr. X, who lives in one of the wards. And then when they come back to collect Mr. X's trash, they are giving back the ticket he has sold.
Nena jaay nga ticket bi bala ñu
He
ñew.
has purchased. To
Suñu
the
ñëwé pour jënd jël mbalit koku délo ticket bi jox leen. Ki nga xam ne dafa jëndoon.
Is it not possible that they would resell these tickets?
Nena mba du mëna possible pour ticket bobu ñu dem jaayaat ko keneen.
Munna am lolu munna am mota the system was change. Mota I took that mota ma jël the responsibility to pay li gay wax ne mo manki fofu non.
Yes ma, that can be possible. These are the reasons why.
So this is all that was happening within the Kanifing Municipal Council.
Yes, that was
before
we change the system.
Yes, very well. Before we change the system, because we realized that definitely fraud can be occurred on such, so we stopped. This is why
because
I took the responsibility to pay the said monies.
You have also said that your son was just you posted your son there to serve as a pointer.
Nena wanga ne sa dom so gi dale bi nga ta nga dugal ko fofu moy pour mu nekk ko xamne dafa woné fele la fi la.
But my understanding of what is in your statement is different because you said
mom su gisee kaddu nga xamne wax nga ko sa statement moy.
Let me read part of what you said.
Mu ne mu ngi la jangal pour nga dégg ko.
You said after some time I was summoned to a meeting at the head office by the Lord Mayor Talib Ahmed Bensouda and Deputy Mayor Musa Ba, informing me about the lost the revenue ticket books being supplied to the Mbalit project truck for Kololi. I'm reading verbatim what is in your $60,000. Hence, my son was part of the team. And if he was not a staff of the Mbalit project, and he is not a staff of KMC, why was he handling revenue from the collection of waste?
What I want to say is that they said
books more monkey.
Some of the receipts were missing.
Wow.
And after they said that because of my son to make it short, these were the reasons why I told them to make calculation so that amount, so that and that is how I paid the monies and finish with them.
Councilor, you may proceed.
Yeah. Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Mendy, how old is your son?
By now, from Nekade, Nawaraneka, Bori 21, 22.
He's around within 21, 22.
At the time he was collecting revenue, at the time he was serving as a pointer. He was just a pointer. He was just serving as a pointer.
Yes.
That was back in 2018.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you've made mention of selling tickets in advance, and when the truck comes, then they will give them back the tickets.
nena wax nga ne ticket yi dang ko de jëka jaay su moto yi ñëwé koku ki nga xamne jënd na ticket bi mu daldi isi ticket bi délo ko gaay.
And when there was a shortage and they inform you about the shortage,
nena bi nga dem ba ñu yëg ne amna wala ñu yëgal ne amna lu manqué ñu yëgal la ko.
Wow, I engage some of nagaltuat ñu doon jaay tickets.
that's where I was getting to, because if you just said they inform you and they told you that your son is a part of the team and that you should pay, I needed to understand what steps have you taken before opting to just pay the $60,000.
nena lu ko jaxal li nga lu mbuga pour mu leer moy bu nga waxé ne dañ la wax ne amna xaliss bu manqué wala ticket yu manqué té sa doom bokana ci ñi nga xamné ñoo dé anda ak borom ticket yi nena légui mom lu mu yena buga pour mu yegg moy yow ban action nga jël wala ban tanka nga jëlon buñ la waxé li
moy comme ñu ko gaawé rek bu ko système bi dafa nekkon li nga xamné dafa easy pour fraud.
Yes, as the chairperson says, so it was definitely a system that can easily introduce fraud.
Because at the end of the day, so guy watch you guys know connect yobulali books in from the councilor or something li modest.
So at the end of the day, whenever those are told to take these books to council and they are told that this is the tickets left.
Someone's nalin tong na ñom ku ci nek daf la ne la dedet man li la jël kay la jël.
I sit with them, but everybody was denying, saying no, this was the amount I've been issued with.
Mr. Mendy, out of concern, were these staff, were they reporting to you daily?
Nena staff si nga am ne ñooñu nda dañ la report ci yow bés bu nekk.
Waaw dañ dé report ci da nga gis ne am nañ secretary bi normally mom mo dey receive books yi.
Yes, they do report, but normally we have a secretary who always receives the said books.
And do you deal with cash?
Nena yow sa bopam nda dang dé di la cash?
No.
Xaliss bi no.
Does your son deal with cash?
Nena sa doom nda mom tam daf dé jël xaliss?
No, books yi rek.
No, only the books.
At the end of the day dañ ko ne ko téeli len ñom dinañ ne dañoo collectat yene at the council den ñom ñu go.
No, he always
fofu la problem bi arise nak because
he always deals with the ticket, but normally sometimes he will be handed over some tickets and they will go to collect orders. This is how the problem occurred for him to be included in the ticket problem.
Okay, the staff and the secretary are all under your responsibility.
Yes.
And do you do a monthly report or any of that sort with regards to these people that you manage? The staff that you manage, do you have a report or do you prepare something like a report for them?
Nena ñom ñi nga am ne ñoo nekk sa rot da yow sa bopa dang di bind wala topoto report yi nga am ne pour ñoom ñu nekk sa rot